All right, happy Wednesday night, everybody. Welcome on in to the daily broadcast coming to you from the worldwide headquarters for Raiderland. Beautiful day in West Texas. Hope you got out and enjoyed some of it tonight. We got Texas Tech basketball taking over the free world. The money is flowing. We've got What If Wednesday. What if Tiger Woods had been healthy his entire career? How different would the golf world look today? Got Tech baseball. We got the Masters. We got whatever else is on your mind. You want to visit with us tonight? We want to hear from you. Get your questions, comments ready to go. Let's have some fun this evening here on the daily broadcast coming to you from Raiderland World HQ. All right, now all the communications brought to you by United Supermarkets and Market Street. Easter on the horizon coming up. Just a week and a half away. Everything you need to get ready for Easter is waiting for you at United Supermarket. Support the supermarket and grocery store that supports Texas Tech. Also brought to you by the Shropshire Agency, independent, just like West Texans, locally owned and operated, same family, 65 plus years now. I'll have to double check on the math. If you're looking to get your insurance needs in order, you need to talk to Jeff and the crew at the Shropshire Agency. Tell them we sent you that way. Also tonight brought to you by Sideline Provisions. Look as good or even better than your favorite team. That's right. Owned and operated by great Texas Tech and some former athletes in the mix as well. But some great Red Raiders. You can find their stuff locally at Quarter 4. That's the old Cardinal Sports Center. I feel like we still got to say that these days at South Loop 289 and Slide Road. You can go on their website, the Quarter 4 website, and go to Raider Apparel, and you can order wherever you may call home. So if you're looking for great shirts, caps, and kind of everything in between, you're looking for Sideline Provisions, man. Got the guns up, rocking it there. Yeah. So that's what we're doing tonight. Let's get this thing rolling in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, TheRaiderland.com, the website. You start your day there every day looking for those Raiderland hot links, the best, freshest, coolest links from around Raiderland and beyond. We figure if we like it, you're going to like it. Also, we give you the question of the day. Today, it's What If Wednesday. We love alt history. Alt history is fascinating to me. Now, you can only understand alt history if you understand actual history and how things can change on a dime, sports or otherwise. Today, we ask the question, what if Tiger Woods had been healthy his entire career? Now, nobody's like 100% never has an injury. But what if Tiger Woods had not had the knee issues, the back issue, the Ellen Nordgren issue? What if from 1997 to 2020, Tiger Woods is healthy all the time? What does the record book look like? How different is it? Who would it have affected on the other golfers who wouldn't have gotten certain wins maybe? How different would things be? Would we be talking about a Tiger Woods that was 100% considered the greatest golfer of all time? Now, we saw more than a glimpse. We saw, we got a glimpse in the professional ranks of Bo Jackson, maybe a little bit more than a glimpse. So I'm hesitant to compare Tiger to Bo Jackson. But had Bo Jackson been healthy, we talk about him as the greatest athlete in the last 50 years, hands down. And he probably was. So for you golfers and golf aficionados, experts and enthusiasts alike, the Tiger Woods question, if he's healthy, how different is everything? Craig jumps in on the chat line. Thanks to United Supermarkets, the talking box is on. Indeed, he's the first one in on Facebook tonight. And you guys can watch this on Facebook. Subscribe to the page. We put all sorts of cool stuff there. You don't want to miss out on that. Or you can be on our YouTube channel, just like Alan, Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland, and everybody on YouTube watching tonight. Give us thumbs up, share it. And if you're not subscribing, please do so. We're looking for 500 subscribers. We're so close. If Tiger stays healthy, he would be talked about more than LeBron James is on those screaming ESPN shows. Is that possible? Tiger would be one of the 5 favorites at Augusta this weekend if he stayed healthy. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, again, we're going with the alt history of healthy Tiger staying in shape. What would Tiger be now? 50? 49? Is Tiger 50 yet? I can't remember how old he is. I'll lose track on that. But yeah, he'd be, not the 46-year-old Jack Nicklaus of 86. Be a totally different animal. See what I did there? Animal, tiger. All right, let's talk Texas Tech basketball tonight. Texas Tech basketball is setting up to be a national title contender in 25-26. No two ways about it. Yesterday, you find out that Anderson is coming back. They're not messing around. Today, JT Toppin coming back on3.com. They do a great job on NIL valuations and reporting on that sort of thing. So Matt Norlander today reporting this afternoon, JT Toppin coming back to Texas Tech. $2 million. No, that's not right. 3, no. $4 million. The payout in NIL, according to On3, and I trust their sources and otherwise, $4 million for JT Toppin to come back. He might have been a first-round draft pick, maybe early second, depending. If the number is right, and let's say it's just $3 million, Texas Tech blows away the NBA offer, and Texas Tech gives them guaranteed money. So with Toppin and Anderson coming back, with Darren Williams in the portal / NBA, whatever, testing the market, now you can look at Williams and say, hey, we would love you to come back. It'd be awesome. And don't take this as me demeaning Williams, but you don't have to have him now because you're going to get in the portal and you're going to get some other dudes. Maybe Overton comes back. You got components. Federico. That if you're Williams, are you overplaying your hand at Texas Tech? Now, here's what the deal is. There is no salary cap next year. There is no NIL cap. The 22.5 house settlement number hadn't been, agreed to. None of that for the next year. Everything's still just like it has been. Okay? Call it what you want to call it. Now, the going rate the last year or so has been about $10 million on a basketball payroll for the top teams. We've talked about how Arkansas spent 10 in the portal last year. This year, I'm hearing everything from 10 minimum to about 12 to 14, that your payroll is going to have to be 12 to 14 if you want to be an NCAA championship contender. And that's who Texas Tech is right now. Make no mistake about it. That's who the Red Raiders are. That's what they're trying to be, an NCAA title contender. And right now, if I had to pick based on what we know coming back for Tech, and I know Pop Isaacs is going to Houston, and he's going to be great for those 15 games that he plays. He truly will. He'll be great. But I would have Texas Tech right now as your preseason favorite, just based on the pure fact that I know you've got 2 NBA players coming back. JT Toppin is an NBA player. Anderson's an NBA player. Now the question becomes, how much money are you going to spend? How many of you are surprised by this? Your thoughts on Williams coming back, not coming back? You tell me. JC on YouTube, another YouTuber. Easy rule of thumb: if Tiger, if healthy, double each major. Yeah, okay, so let's say not double, but maybe 2 or 3, 2 to 4 more majors. Not all of that is my money. Fine. Tech will hit 15 million on NIL. And it's entirely possible that Texas Tech does spend 15 million on the basketball team next year. Now, part of this is based on the idea that with the House settlement, that this is the last, quote, uncapped year. I disagree with that thinking. Nothing about the NIL is going to change. They can put a review board. They can do all this stuff. They can say, well, it's going to have to pass a market value test. That will be held up in court for so long that for the next 2 to 4 years, the NIL is not going to change. NIL, you can pay anybody whatever you want. So it becomes a matter of the athletic department has $22.5 million to spread around all the sports. NIL can still come in and pay what they want outside of it. So I disagree with those saying that Texas Tech is spending like mad this year because they know they're not going to spend it the next couple of years. No, they're not. They just have the money and they're spending it. Question is, will it be worth it? Leslie gets in on Facebook. D5 has to be thinking about coming back with JT and Anderson. Well, I mean, he's doing what he should. He's testing the market value. The question becomes, though, when you go test the market value and two guys get to the front of the line on getting paid, how much money is left over for you? Do you become less valuable? Does he become less valuable now that you have Toppin and Anderson? I say yes. That if I'm Tech, I can look at it and say, I don't have to overpay the way you may have overpaid for Toppin, and you probably overpaid for Anderson. You probably did. But you needed it. Now you don't have to overpay for that. So I don't think I'm trying to put myself in a college player today. I'm not going to say there's no value in winning a championship monetarily, but it's entirely possible that somebody like Darian Williams wants to go somewhere and be the star of the show, and he's not going to be that at Texas Tech. That maybe he goes somewhere else, gets paid good money, and he's the star of the show, and he puts up a bunch of points next year, and he doesn't care. Again, this makes it sound like I'm saying the guy's not a competitor. That's not it. This is a business now, pure and simple. That the business transaction for him might be, I go somewhere else, I'm the star of the show, I make, $1.5 million, whatever, and maybe that helps my draft stock. I just do find it interesting, though, that as we are going through this process, that people are still surprised that Texas Tech is thriving and surviving in the NIL era, because 3 years ago, 2, 3, 4 years ago, all this stuff was happening. All I heard when me and Rob Rowe were still doing our show on Talk 103.9 FM and doing stuff here, Texas Tech can't hang with the big dogs. So they can't hang in there with those teams. Yeah, you can. You're not a poor school. Now, there are a lot of poor-minded fans out there. Texas Tech still. There are a lot of poor-minded fans. But you're a have. You're not a have-not. In this world of NIL, you can compete. Well, it's only because of Cody Campbell. Well, okay, yeah. Fill in the blank, any other school, any other program. It's only because they have certain graduates, they have certain supporters who make a lot of money. That's how it freaking works. And finally, after all these years, 100 years of being in a university, Texas Tech has grown up that second and third generation graduates, and not even that, but just enough graduates over the years have, made a lot of money. It's kind of interesting. We can talk Tech baseball if you want to. We didn't do a whole lot of it last night. Why would we? They got run ruled at New Mexico 15-5. Today, the RPI at D1Baseball.com. I've never seen it in the era of D1Baseball.com, which is at least 10 years now. They're at 100. And they're in the single digits in wins. And to find the next team in single-digit wins in the RPI, you got to go to 148 on the RPI, and that's Ohio State. I want to give you something good on Tech baseball. I can't. I want to give you something positive. I can't. I just can't right now. Again, we look at the calendar. May 21st, you got 4 days that if you can string together 4 wins, you can make the NCAA tournament. Other than that, it doesn't matter. Chris, D5 not coming back has probably been priced in with McCaslin and the staff. And I don't know if you mean priced in from a NIL standpoint or just priced in that, hey, we're probably not getting him back. Yeah. And I want to give credit. I believe I saw this reported this morning secondhand, but the Locked On Texas Tech podcast with old friend Casey Cowan, former producer of the Williams and Hyatt Show, broke him into radio the right way, me and Chad Hasty. And Chris Level, your analyst on Texas Tech Basketball Network, And I want to make sure, I hope I'm getting this right, again, secondhand, that Level was apparently saying that Texas Tech basketball officials were a little taken aback that Williams went to the market, went to the open market in the portal without first going to Texas Tech and kind of giving them first right of refusal. Easier for me to say, Andy. Um, if it played out that way, and I have no reason to believe it didn't, if that's what Chris and Casey are reporting, then that kind of tells me maybe that Williams, for whatever reason, and there can be a lot of them, just wanted to leave. That now that you have the opportunity and the ability to do it, and you know you're going to get paid money, you're going to make $1 million minimum. That you go, okay. And I'll go back to the idea that for him as a marginal NBA prospect, in my opinion, really great college basketball player, gritty competitor, but a marginal NBA guy, that you get one more payday and maybe you set yourself up somewhere where you're the guy and it looks that way. I understand that. So when Chris says not coming back, probably are priced in, that, yeah, maybe you're looking at that on the staff and going, okay, we can go heavy on Anderson, we can go heavy on Toppin, and then we go from there. Could have been tired of eating steak and salmon. Aren't we all? We need to do like we'll do this later on this spring, like top NIL endorsements for Texas Tech athletes, and then NIL endorsements that should happen. The business, the athlete, the endorsement that should happen. Because a lot of these things are creative and fun, and I love it. It's one of the things I love about NIL. Really love it. Alan on YouTube, Texas Tech softball going to host a regional. That's positive. Tech softball is going to host a regional. Tech softball might put themselves in a position to do more than that. But yeah, they're going to host a regional. There will be big crowds out there. Did you see Nigeri Kennedy's got her own, was it Nigeri Kennedy 24/7 or something like that, or 247.com? She got her own website, which is another cool thing now, that Texas Tech officials can work with these players, promoting them and creating social media things like that. Imagine Byron Hansford, if we could have done more than 3 or 4 postcards. So in 1996, yeah, Byron Hansford's 2,000-yard rushing year. Tech has no money, right? Now this is early internet, so you're not really sending out email blast and things like that. You're literally still sending out postcards. In Texas Tech, the Heisman campaign for Byron Hansford was a series of about 3 or 4 postcards. Man, if Kelly Robinson is watching this, or somebody can tell Kelly, I would love to know the total amount of money spent on it. That's what it was. They sent out some postcards with Byron Hansford's picture on one side and stats on the other. Heisman Trophy candidate. Come back 12 years later, height of the internet explosion, social media, and why not both? The Heisman campaign there for Harrell and Crabtree. Blaine Beal, by the way, former media relations assistant or associate director at Tech. And he's still working on the university side. Blaine had a lot to do with that campaign. It was really pretty cool. One of the great lines was, Graham saying, well, somebody's got to throw it. And you got Harrell on the other side saying, well, somebody's got to catch it. And they knew it's almost impossible to have 2 candidates and get a winner. But I thought Tech did the best they could that year, trying to promote both of them, and neither of them ended up winning. There you go. Your brief flashback Texas Tech history tonight on that. All started by Nigeri Kennedy getting her own website. All right, so Texas Tech basketball, you have 2 NBA talents on the roster right now. You're going to spend well over $10 million, I think, on this roster. Are you surprised? Anything else? And then if you get Williams back, you get Williams back. That's great. What if Wednesday, if Tiger Woods had stayed healthy? What are we talking about from the golf world standpoint. Who benefited over the years, and maybe it wasn't just one or two golfers, maybe it was just a myriad of them, but whose career is not what it would have been if Tiger had been completely healthy during, during the late 2000s. Let's go, through there. You got the knee stuff, and then everything else that happens later. Whose career would have been impacted more? And I don't think we've had a singular golfer really take control in that era that I could say, well, this guy assumed the throne that Tiger Woods abdicated by the injuries and off the course problems and everything else. Tiger's still kind of healthy in 04 when Mickelson gets his first Masters. So I don't think it really would have impacted Mickelson's career. Maybe Padraig Harrington. I'm not being funny here. Padraig wins a couple of majors when Tiger is out in 09. I'll say 09, right in through there. Had to go back and look. Maybe it's Padraig Harrington who benefited the most with Tiger injuries on majors. And would we be calling him the greatest golfer ever had he not had the injuries? But that gets us to so many other alt history things in all of sports. And I use the Bo Jackson example. We might be talking about Bo Jackson as the greatest NFL player of all time, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. What would he have done? That's the other thing. Talking about Bo. Does he end up going straight baseball after a few years in the NFL and the wear and tear, and goes and plays another 15 years of Major League Baseball? We'll never know. Gale Sayers, injury, bad knees, greatest running back ever, according to people who saw him play in the limited time that he played. Sandy Koufax, same thing. So what do you got on that? Tomorrow, we were thinking about doing this tonight. I think we're going to do it tomorrow. Your top 5 golfers all time, or your 5 favorite golfers of all time. And hopefully this time tomorrow, Ludwig Ober will be coming off the course. He's got about a noon start. So yeah, he'll be done by the time we go live tomorrow. And we'll see what kind of number he puts up day one. I've yet to see anything that indicates that the guys going out early are going to have any sort of major advantage over the guys going out late tomorrow. It doesn't look like it's going to be weather impact on the flights. Maybe later on this weekend there might be a little chance of weather, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, got a few more minutes. You can get your questions, comments in, whatever you want to on a What If Wednesday here in Raiderland. From basketball to baseball, golf, Tiger Woods, you name it. Jeff jumping in. Griffey Jr., greatest baseball player of all time if he hadn't been injured so much. And he hits, what was his career average? 303? Climbing walls, robbing home runs, doing whatever he wanted to. Kid made it look easy, but fragile. Wrist injuries, just little nicks, little things that take away a career. There's a current Texas Ranger that I worry about that right now. Whitney says Tiger wins 2 to 4 max healthy. Even he is human. Sergio benefited while Tiger was hurt. Sergio has been playing great golf on the LIV Tour. Don't laugh. Could he get him another green jacket? Probably not. 2 to 4 max. I would say if he's Tiger 100% healthy during that range, particularly the younger Tiger healthy, I would say 3 to 5. 3 to 5. Let's see. Give us 3 for the top 20 this week. What if no Tiger one day? 3 for the top 20 this week. Shane Lowry, Ludwig Ober, and McIlroy. I mean, if we're going top 20, yeah. Those are 3 guys that I would just immediately be penciling in. I don't know, when you look at DeChambeau, when you look at Koepka, when you look at some other guys, John Rahm, it's hard to kind of figure that out, but I know I've got 3 guys there that I would feel really good about having on a top 20 card. Let's see real quick. We got any? Give me the latest odds and updated the Masters. Let's see what we got it on. I don't want two chances. I got too many odds things to look at here. It's going to take a while to get where I want to go. Thank you to the offshore odds, but really, can I just get? I don't want head-to-heads. I don't want three ways there. I want first round specials. Good grief. We have got so many things. First round eagle, first round bogey free. It should not be this hard. All right. Well, I can't find what I'm looking for. It's nothing but exotics there. D5, enjoy your G League salary. He's not going to get G League salary. He's going to go, if not to the NBA, he's going to go to another team and make $1 million, $1.5 million. I mean, he'll make 1.5 million next year, no matter where he is, whether it's Texas Tech or anywhere else. He ain't going to be shy no money. That's for sure. Just a matter of where he wants to earn it and what kind of the end goal is. And as we mentioned earlier, talking about that, maybe there's some upside to going and getting paid at another school and being the definitive number one guy and going and scoring 17 or 18 points a game. JC, thanks again for having Kelly Bidlin on. So much more than a producer. Folks missing out on not on VSIN Better or Not. He's a good guy. Good stuff. If you just want to know a little bit more about golf, pay attention to that. And then listen to Kelly and Wes Reynolds and Matt Brown on Long Shots. Great podcast. You can find it at vsin.com. That's VISN.com. Vegas Stats and Information Network. Yeah, Kelly's good people. He cracks me up on some of the things that he gets wound up on. And we're like, after we were done last night, we're like, golly, we could have done, like another 45 minutes on so many different things. So we'll have Kelly back on. We'll have Wes Reynolds on later on this summer, another co-host of Long Shots. We would have Gil on, but he refuses to come on our show. He's just that way. He refuses. No, I'm just kidding. 100%. All right, we've had a lot of fun tonight. We'll have this posted up on the website here in just a little bit, theraiderland.com. In the morning, it's Thursday. That means we rate things. Overrated, underrated, rated right. I have not yet the topic in mind that we're going to go with, but I assure you it'll be fun. It'll be worth commenting on. And then we'll have a big show tomorrow and intend on cranking out a 60 seconds of Raiderland commentary for you as well tomorrow if events warrant. So you guys know what to do. Spread the word. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Twitter. And go sign up for our YouTube page, please, on our YouTube channel. Ryan It's Raiderland. Drive us over 500. The algorithm kicks in. It does cool stuff for our sponsors like Sideline Provisions, like the Shropshire Agency, and, of course, United Supermarkets and Market Street. You guys are the best. You really are. I'm not just saying that. Just saying that. I know I'm just saying that. But they really are. We'll see you tomorrow on Raiderland.